In the midst of ancient history, a war of epic proportions unfolded, one that would captivate storytellers for generations. The Trojan War, a conflict immortalized by the likes of Homer, stands as one of the most legendary episodes of Greek mythology. But what sparked this monumental clash? And how did it shape the ancient world? Our story begins with a prophecy, a foreboding prediction that the unborn child of Queen Hecuba of Troy would one day bring ruin upon their great city. When Paris was born, the king, Priam, decided to abandon the child on Mount Ida. However, fate had other plans, and Paris was saved by shepherds. From the outset, Paris's destiny seemed intertwined with catastrophe. Years later, the seeds of war were sown at the wedding of Peleus and Thetis, where a golden apple inscribed with "to the fairest" led to discord among the goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Zeus, seeking to avoid divine turmoil, chose Paris as the arbiter. Each goddess offered a bribe, but it was Aphrodite's promise of the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen of Sparta, that captivated Paris. Thus, the doom of Troy was sealed when Paris abducted Helen, igniting the wrath of her husband, King Menelaus of Sparta. The call to arms reverberated throughout Greece, uniting formidable warriors under the leadership of King Agamemnon. Among them were legendary figures like Achilles, known for his unmatched martial prowess, and Odysseus, renowned for his cunning. Their forces set sail for Troy, marking the commencement of a 10-year siege, an era defined by valor, heroism, and bitter struggles. Yet, the Trojan War was as much a clash of divine wills as it was of mortal strength. The gods played a pivotal role in the unfolding saga, with factions forming based on allegiances and grievances. Athena and Hera lent support to the Greeks, while Aphrodite and Ares stood by the Trojans, adding layers of complexity and uncertainty to the battlefield. One of the most infamous chapters of the war was the duel between Paris and Menelaus, a moment that could have ended the fighting early. But divine intervention ensured the continuation of hostilities, with both armies suffering heavy losses in battles marked by tragedy and valor. As the years dragged on, the war took a toll. Both sides claiming the lives of heroes such as Hector and Achilles, whose fateful encounter. Ultimately, it was the cunning mind of Odysseus that devised the stratagem, which would bring the Greeks victory. The Trojan horse, a colossal subterfuge that allowed Greek soldiers to breach the city's impregnable walls. Believing the Greeks had departed in surrender, the Trojans brought the horse into the city as a trophy, only to see their doom unfold from within. In the end, Troy fell in flames, its fate sealed by the betrayal born of divine and mortal machinations. Yet, even in defeat, the legacy of Troy endured, through the stories and myths that have captivated human imagination for centuries. The Trojan War remains a testament to the timeless themes of love, honor, and the tragic cost of war, a poignant reminder of the heights and depths to which humanity can aspire and descend.